victory on this series. Kangxi for HQ looking like he wants to be the first one to get that done.
Cedo blue on the bottom, HQ Kangxi on top in red. As usual. Sandbox looking for the 8th win for Korea. Just the batch to start. No damage will be taken, of course. Even the log throws that down, making sure your opponent already knows that. But having too many spells to begin with, it is not the best starting hand for sure.
We're gonna see this Inferno Dragon. It's not gonna be able to reach that with the Furnace used. Taking minimal damage there. The poison, trying to get good value out of that. Oh, that's it. The Musketeer stands right above the poison, so it's gonna get good value out of that one. See the Lumberjack just trying to wipe down the Giant from range. We'll see. Mega Minion with the sap, holding down the bat. It's gonna be fine to go with, but that's a lot of elixirs used just to get that Mega Minion down. 3 elixirs with the arrows. Able to get the job done.
He's trying to get the bats to attack the Mega Minion so it doesn't really hit the tower.
It's a really interesting deck now that we see here from Sandbox. And what is their main point of focus of attack? And one that hasn't really been figured out, and see what they can do.
Poison just well placed every time from Kangxi so far.
Yeah.
Lumberjack is a defensive tool against the Giant mostly, but doesn't really connect with anything. He's been holding this long of a time. Seen some amazing comebacks from Edo as well, but he's the one to wait. He always does this.
Everything Edo's done so far is mostly been for defense. Those last 2 cards that hasn't been unveiled yet, I think those are going to be the main source of attack, and wonder what they could be. Still, the Musketeer, the only thing that's played right now. The continuous Giant effort coming in from Kangxi, trying to stop the roll here.
Lightning, getting all 3 down.
Another one for defense, but what's going to be the last card? That's seriously basically the entirety of the set. Does not have a separate attacking unit. Very interesting here.
Might have to wait a little bit more as he wants to use that rage to pair up. I think the best case scenario for himself is maybe a balloon to just go all in.
Yeah, I mean anything, but like what we've seen so far, Musketeer, talking about Lumberjack, can't possibly be the end of his deck here.
Only taking the shield out from the Dark Prince, so will survive through the poison. Does not get the charge onto the tower, but poison still does the damage. And Edo, so far, he was looking for the Lumberjack. Ooh,
there it is! That's what I've been waiting for.
With the Lumberjack, this is something different that we have not really seen in the 1v1.
I knew we had to see something right there. It definitely was.
But the Prince actually connecting, doing a lot more damage, and it will be game.
Yeah. Okay, Edo, you've been hiding that for way too long, buddy. Royal Giant, I knew something had to be there. It just couldn't make sense. Everything was there for defense, and the 8th card.
Joe, you never know.
Hey, the only
be
thing
something else with the Royal Giant.
Hey, the only
like the
thing
Battle Ram.
Come on, the only
Sparky.
Stop! The only thing I know, Elite Barbarians won't be played. I can tell you that for sure. Okay, starting off the game here.
Pretty much with the Lava Hound. He's trying to trade, make sure Kangxi doesn't really pair everything up with the Lava Hound. Trying to buy some time with the Elixir Collector. That's why he summoned all that to the left side.
Elixir Collector, still buying a lot of time. Not really being used for the time being. The Miner is taking care of it now. The 3 Musketeers ready to go. Just going to chip down the Lava Hound. Going to have no trouble with that. Fireball going to take one of it out, but Lava Pup still doing a lot of work.
Yeah, but Fireball also took down the Elixir Collector as well, but this push is gigantic. Has the guard against the Musketeer. Luckily, but one of them actually locks onto the tower, gets 2 shots.
1366 to 1298 on that push there. And once again, Elixir Collector being put down. Not being countered by Kangxi quite yet. Didn't have the Fireball, he did have the Miner. But preemptively used it earlier on that rotation for defense. And I wonder what this will mean, because this has to be really close now.
Now he can't really connect it with the Musketeers because the Collector is away from the King Tower.
Yeah.
This was only having an air defense. We'll have to get a few hits in at least.
Musketeer, one of them just targeting down the the Lava Hound. See the other units still trying to take care of it as well.
Log catches everyone from the Goblin Gang as well, and right before it locks into the tower, but the pups are doing so much damage.
Okay.
What else does he have right now? Zap does not kill it.
Yeah. Get that on. Gonna destroy the tower before Ito does, and Ito still has to cover 120 damage. That means a few more elixirs have to be used just to compensate for that. He's finally gonna get it with the help of the Goblin Gang, but this next one is coming through. Lava Hound on the left side. With the help of the Inferno Dragon just trying to push it through. How far can this one get?
In terms of speed, of course, Ito, but the guard's just perfect to defend. And the Princess will just take it out on the pubs. It's also being defended well enough, but the Log taking all the ground units out for Ito.
2045 to 2450. Ito slightly behind in terms of count. Three Musketeers back out once again. What they can do.
To the right once again. Let's see what he pairs up with. This time Rogue Ghost, not the Bandit. May as well just connect it with the Bandit also.
Okay, the guards coming from behind, just charging the through, and two Musketeers doing such a good job now. And
Minor loss onto the damage, but Bandit does come, but takes a significant amount of damage, about 600 less onto the bottom left now.
Yeah, but look at Kangxi's tower doing so well, keeping that Musketeer intact here. And Bandit is charging onto the King's Tower, now onto the Princess Tower one by one, but Mega Minion makes quick work of it.
Really hard to see as the Log with the Fireball just catches all that 9 elixir.
Yeah.
Talk about value there. 3 elixir trade.
6 elixirs for the 9 elixir kill down, and very nicely done there. And Kangxi still pushing that Lava Hound forward, and those Spear Goblins are going to take a long time to get rid of that one.
Pubs doing some damage, connecting as well. 599.
599 versus 1802 on the Princess Tower. On the side of Kangxi.
Kangxi does have some time, even just with a few spells. Not a few spells, quite a lot of spells actually.
Only has the Fireball, really.
Dashes in late guards in the defense.
Okay. He's gonna get the charge on 1322. The Musketeers with all three, just looking to destroy the defense. And very nice done, even with just the
down
Fireball.
to 28th, one more.
Yeah, anything.
Anything. A Log,
Fireball. There
minor.
we go. That's gonna be Kangxi picking up the win, and Ito tried his best with the 3 Musketeers and the Elixir Collector deck, but it's going to be falling short to AHQ, who picks up the first set of the series here.
You do want to have the 3.
Here we go. Khani+Beaver versus Sandbox. YaoYao+ahq not even going to waste any time here. Just throwing down the Goblin Barrel to start us off. Are we going to get the Lockbait deck? Seems like it. Very much the start up here. But with the Giant Skeleton in the mix, that's going to be something different that we haven't seen so far.
Has to put down the Dark Prince before it gets in range to the tower.
They have to use a lot of elixirs to get that down, but
even the poison just getting so much value.
Yeah.
Oh, down to 15 already. Only 40 seconds in.
It's a quick strike coming from YaoYao+ahq, and even the Fireball just chipping it down just a little bit more. It's not about the all-in push for AHQ. It's about the chip damage that will come over time. 2 different types of Prince being summoned on both sides here. Once again, Giant Skeleton ready to go. Just take down all these heavy units. Put it down in a bang. See what happens. We're definitely not going to see the Electro Wizard not be affected by it, not in range for that explosion. Golem being summoned early with the balloon. See what happens here.
Balloon not right on top of the bridge, actually a little bit on the back. So Inferno Tower though, just locking onto the Golem. Not enough damage. Balloon takes it out. And they have their own poison. The Inferno Dragon comes way too late. Balloon locks 2 shots, and that's going to continue into the King Tower. Let's go down, but the Golem still survives.
Okay. So look at this. The Golem doing so well, but the Dark Goblin doing the maximum type of defense. Doesn't really matter as you've already lost the tower. How are they going to come back from this one? Oh, that's the wrong timing, buddy, to get the Goblin Barrel. They actually saw the Dark Prince come in. And that's a 3 elixir wasted. Crucial mistake there by HQ.
do want to focus on to the right side, of course. So they lost their own with the balloon, which was quite unexpected. The giant skeleton in now.
Okay.
Slowly as Khani+Beaver. Ooh.
But the Electro Wizard doing so much work right now with the guards. Just chip it down in the end. No one's going to get affected by that explosion other than that one Electro Wizard. Oh, the balloon with the range.
Goes out of range, and balloon actually
one drop. Oh,
close, yes.
Surprised it didn't get a single drop there, and let's look at it here. Oh, okay, it's gonna be left free. Barrel gets maximum value right there.
Have enough log to take out all the goblins.
49.
And all they have to is defend 20 seconds.
Okay, do they have any defense for the Dark Prince? They're just gonna give it up. And
they don't need to. All they have to do is bring the tower down.
Yeah. And they're going to be all even for now, but 23:04 on the King's Tower.
Sandbox chooses to go left instead of the right all the way into the King Tower. Okay. It's quite slow. Poison getting massive value.
Okay, it's going to look at this and trying to get the explosion down near the skeleton so that the explosion affects the golems in play. Another giant skeleton being played here. Very nice, just continue falling down around. The poison now being used to get the golem away, and YaoYao+ahq is suddenly right back into this one. Continues use of the column barrel. He's going to get that down.
Sandbox does have the best counter against all the ones from HQ just diving in. As long as they catch the Dark Goblin as well, with the log they used against the barrel, that should be the best value for them.
And look at this now, the Goblin Barrel. Do they have another log for it? They don't have the log, and they're still going at it here.
They dropped the golem and everything else, the guards and the minion. Mega Minion, they want to go for this one. They were willing to sacrifice a little bit, but Poison taking most of them out, actually. Getting the charge onto the tower, gets the straight damage on with the balloon, and that's going to be it. Sandbox taking the first game.
Khani+Beaver looking so good, making the balloons work every single time.
They drop everything. They are still not in the range with the wild card, so yeah. Starting with the win here seems like the best. And for Sandbox also, they want to tie it up with the one right on top of them, Kingzone Dragon X. Kingzone having 7-4, and Sandbox currently 6-4.
See what happens here. Full HP from both sides to begin this one. Golden push starting us off now. Golden push, which just wants to be stopped by YaoYao+ahq before anything begins here. Can explode the golem.
Late freeze.
Okay. The rage now offensive. Starting off for Khani+Beaver. Seems like that's the opportunity they want to strike. If they get the charge, jump.
Gets the charge.
Okay. And the Dark Prince coming in there. This might be a quick one, G-Cliff.
It may actually just be all the way to the 3.
Wow.
Executioner comes down, but massive damage still continues. And that will not be stopped once the double golem comes in. That's basically GG already.
737. In 1 minute and 48 seconds, can they not get that 737 HP?
The golem all the way on the back, because once the tower is destroyed, you can place the golem all the way across the bridge and just go straight to the few explosion damage, and just few hits from the back units will just be game over. 700, that's so easy.
But look at this play right here. We're going to the situation where the golem, double golem now, just everything put into play to make sure this push is the last push of the game, and Khani+Beaver just ready to finish up the game right here.
Good news for HQ. Electro Wizard not really connecting with the Infernal Dragon so far. Look at that.
The poison and even the fireball, everything to make sure the explosion damage coming from the golemites will be good enough. And one more hit, 55, and the zap to finish it off, and that will be Khani+Beaver picking up one of the closest and one of the fastest games of 2v2 we've seen for a very, very long time.
Another reason why.
Game number 1, Khani versus Kangxi here. Really interesting to see what cards they will be playing here. Kind of have an idea with Kangxi, but Khani is a lot tougher to tell. Golem, okay. Alright, that's one way to start it off. We know he's a fantastic handler of the golem, but that is in 2v2, so 1v1 could be a little bit different.
Rascals to just respond. See how Khani does this one, as the poison he banned himself could have actually worked really well with the golem of his own.
Okay, puts down the log. Just make sure. The Rascal Girls are taken care of. Furnace is going to be gone for now. Basically, no damage to the tower, essentially, other than the log damage that came through.
Yeah, first 3 cards, not really doing too much. As it was not his first favorite starting hand on Mirror.
Mirror being used on the Goblin Gang, actually. So 4 elixirs used, and with 3 elixirs now. Dark Prince just getting ready to wipe down each of the Goblin, coming for the Goblin Barrel for that instance.
We were waiting for this one, Elixir Collector. As Khani just cycled through, he does have a respond though with the Fireball, so kind of awfully bad situation for Khani, as he would want that poison himself with this kind of deck, but banning that out and just having the old, very common Golem deck that's even in the challenge right now.
Okay, just looking through this. The Lumberjack just pushing it out. Dark Prince there as well. Furnace now just trying to chip down what's available out of the Golem. One by one. Minimal damage. It's going to be the pushing point. Going to see the Night Witch for the very first time.
And Lumberjack has been cycled through, if that follows up right after. Ooh, but the Sparrow doing so much damage. It was down to 800s now.
868. Let's see the Golem push all the way through. Khani doesn't get the maximum value out of this one. The Golem push that didn't work out. Looking so good. The Infernal Dragon just putting the Rage on to make sure it goes all the way through to the tower, but the Furnace along with the Spear Golems, anything it can do. And it just stole its play right there.
Khani will be just saying, oh man, stupid AI, it doesn't even connect to the tower. But that's how you...
Oh! He missed
does not hit the tower,
Girls.
and does not even hit the tower either, only onto the Furnace.
Wow, that was a mistake right there. Had to use another 2 elixirs, and even missed the log onto the Rascal Girl, the furthest one on the right.
Maybe not really having the best time with the device right now. It has to drop the Night Witch because of all those factors.
That's going to be behind on elixirs. Even with that elixir collector, it's hard to say that's the case, but that's what we're going to see right now.
So he needs to keep the log all the time. Some damage from the barrel and the Fireball will just be a finish, as this Golem is failing again against the Infernal Dragon.
Khani, we know him as a fantastic handler of the 2v2. Oh, even the Goblin Barrel is being put behind.
And with a log. And
91's 2 logs and Mirror. That is a wonderful play to go with. Overtime, you only need 1 tower. And Kangxi very much handling the pressure, and Khani looked helpless in that game 1.
Mirror just saved.
Beat this game against Khani. Just giving the thumbs up right now, but
no response.
No response. He's all serious. He's all stoic, and Kangxi just ready to win. Same deck, maybe?
Starts the same, but for sure different from Khani. Ooh,
okay, Valkyrie here. This is definitely different from the last deck.
The Magic Arts are not connecting with the Furnace. I think it could just be in range with the Tornado. Does lock onto the tower even.
Yeah, tower doing so much.
Khani having great experiences on that Magic Archer. Will be going down, but did some damage onto the tower already.
Yeah, clean log once again. Valkyrie being actually used by Khani as well, so the new improved card being utilized so well by both players already. Look at the initial, yes. The attack speed is a lot faster when it first strikes now, and that is good enough to wipe down the tower right away.
Let's see if Khani brought anything to cancel that Infernal Dragon. He can slow it down with the Ice Wizard, but only as a defensive tool. He has to go in by himself. He can't just be doing the Magic Archer damage all the way to bring it down to the tower.
Almost reaching the King's Tower. Definitely it does not going to reach that far. Okay, the Valkyrie being frozen up, so
freeze with the Graveyard. Connecting a lot with the Valkyrie though, so not as much you would think done to the tower.
And the freeze doesn't last forever. I mean, it's gonna stop the Valkyrie from its tracks for a bit, but mostly it's gonna come back alive and wipe away all the skeletons in the tracks.
I thought we were just never going to see that Valkyrie. Only in CLC, not in Clash Royale competitive, but one small change. See a lot more Valkyrie, but let's see how Khani stops this Inferno Dragon once again.
Faster attack speed, more HP, and just overall damage looking a lot better because of that. So good for these guys. And Kangxi throws down the rocket, but that will leave him vulnerable for this side right here.
Depends how quickly the Valkyrie goes down. Does go down, and the Inferno Dragon does not really lock onto the perfect target. And Graveyard only did slight, maybe about 200 damage. That's it.
Okay. 1597 is what he's trying to attack here. The strike is coming through. Magic Archer just getting everything from long range. Looking good and still stays alive. And
Khani has a very good understanding with the Magic Archer though. The angles are really good. Oh, even using the mirror that's caught in the freeze.
Okay. 1195 still. The Valkyrie very much able to take home the damage there.
I think Khani wanted to bring in the units as well. Tornado was not really the most effective one with the Magic Archer of his own. But this push right now seems a lot better. For Kangxi doing some damage.
Magic Archer focus too much onto the miner that has been summoned from the other side. And the Electro Wizard just trying to do some damage, down to 785 in the overtime. See what happens here.
Kangxi just waiting for the moment. Rocket with the mirror is also going to finish it, just making sure he has defense.
He's gonna have to get the defense first. That's the most important thing. If he doesn't do that,
Freeze come down.
Freeze comes through. The log will be the minimal defense being put out. Valkyrie doing a very good job as
110.
well.
With the miner, there's so much damage. Kangxi's just look at the damage. Rocket is not slow. Rocket is so slow, and Khani takes the game.
Frustration coming from Kangxi there with a tornado in the end. It's gonna pull this last unit in, so the tower becomes.
Will it be the same from Khani?
Will it be the same for Kangxi? That's my biggest question right here.
It's mostly Kangxi just making mistakes, and without those few.
His deck was fine, I think. His deck was looking okay. I think the minimal mistakes that was made around and allowing the Magic Archer to take care of that advantage was what really made the difference.
But it's from the weight here. I think Khani might have just switched to the Game 1 deck with the Elixir Collector.
In the Golem.
We'll be seeing that around 115-ish. Having the Elixir Collector down, wait for the minute mark, and then just race, go.
Definitely
and
good.
Shoot for the stars. That's what Khani would look to. Kangxi, is he really going to bring some of his own beat down, which he has not been doing at all? A small, cheap cycle decks with lots of miners.
Kangxi has been brilliant for all of his 1v1 games today. Even that previous one that he lost, it was so close, and that one last mistake in the end cost him the game. And Kangxi, you know, all the credit's out to him. He's been playing great, and I feel like he has all the chance in the world to bring Southeast Asia the first victory of the weekend.
Oh yes, it is still weekend. It is Sunday night, and it's time to party. If you win though.
There you go.
If you do not take the win, I don't know if you can actually party, even though tomorrow is Monday. Tonight is the night to celebrate if you take the final game. Only 120 now.
It's all dependent on Khani and Kangxi to see who gets the win. 115.
Maybe just waiting for your opponent to make the initial move. If you drop down the Elixir Collector, if your opponent just brings double prints right after, then your tower will be destroyed, and only a minute left. Not the best choice.
Lava Hound, the selection for Kangxi. Giant!
A little faster from Khani. He wants to go in. This is what I was expecting. Kangxi not having enough elixirs. And Balloon going all the way in. Drops one.
The bat.
His tower's down. And Kangxi, he has to make his way from the right side. Lava Hound so far, the Rascals delaying it a little bit.
The Rascal Girl's out of there.
And the Goblin Gangs will be getting the miner, making sure Kangxi puts everything into this attack. Only 27.
Giant now be put on the right side. Go for the counter attack here, but
Khani basically won this one right now.
Yeah, it's done. Even that arrow so clean, taking out the lava pups. How he's gonna get handle the balloons?
Even more,
here.
he does have the zap against the Inferno Dragon. In this game, that was the most important thing. And the balloon seems like he wants to go for another one, but not
left alone.
Even the chance. 3 seconds left on the clock, and that will be it. One tower down. Khani takes it, and 8-0. Korea takes the entire weekend and they can celebrate all day one in the HQ. Kangxi was so close.
Absolute binging of victories for Korea on the weekend. Friday.